Hey, this is the second check-in of the day, and I have, since I did the first one, cut some new patterns in my hair, and I'm particularly proud of the checkered spiral on top and the smiley face on the back. And I could not have done it without the help of my beautiful daughter Bella, who actually did the cutting for me. And then I went out for round two. So I just uploaded a video of a hair tattoo that I did a couple of weeks ago, and went out, and I felt pretty awkward going to stores and things like that. And then I just went out and went shopping at the mall and REI and a couple other stores. And so I saw a lot of people, and it was really interesting to gauge how I respond to people and how people respond to me. So the first store I went to was REI, and when I walked in there, there were a couple of people. There was one guy in particular who was a worker who, as I was walking up closer to him, he just was looking the other way, just wasn't making eye contact at all. And then while I was looking at sandals, there were a couple of people who sort of scurried by me and acted a little bit different. And I thought that was kind of strange and a little bit unwelcome. And then I went to the mall and walked around, and the only reaction I got at the mall was one person who, actually there were two people I got reactions from. So there were these guys with the little massage chairs in the middle, and they were asking me if I wanted a massage, and I said, oh no thanks, not right now. But then they were kind of smiling, and so I pointed the hair. I said, you like it? And they were laughing, and they didn't speak English very well. And then there was a lady, we were walking by the cologne in Macy's, and I asked Joey if he wanted to smell them. So a lady came up and asked if we needed any help, and I said, no thanks. And she said, oh, I really like your hair. And unfortunately, I said, oh, thanks, my kids did it. Like, I was embarrassed, like I had to have some explanation. I should have just said, oh, thanks. Yeah, I like to mix it up and do things differently. So I'll do better next time if somebody comments. But the other big thing that I discovered when I was there is I typically don't pay attention to people's reaction to me. I go to a store, and if somebody doesn't look at me, I assume that that's their problem or something. And if somebody walks by me weird or looks at me weird, I don't know, they have an issue. When my hair is like this, my automatic assumption is, oh, they must not like my hair. They must think I'm weird. They must think this about me. I go ahead and I start making assumptions about what it is that they think about me. And what is so interesting about that is I feel like that is something that we can do a lot of times in life. Due to my somewhat autistic tendencies, I just don't read people that much. I don't have a big social thing. But I do know a lot of people who always assume that people are being mean to them, who always assume that people are treating them poorly and treating them worse than they would treat someone else. And that's a big thing right now with races and genders and anybody who's at all different. It is a big deal to say, oh, I'm being mistreated or something like that, and really get riled up about fairness and equality and everything. So this is a really weird way to tie this into my listening to the positive voice exercise. But amazingly, it actually fits perfectly, like a puzzle piece fits, because it is really hard to listen to the positive voice when you're assuming that people are thinking bad things about you or are treating you poorly because of who you are or some characteristic that you have. And it's really important to understand that often, and I've heard this even growing up, it's like most of the time people are thinking about themselves. If you're embarrassed or you think that somebody is being mean to you or ignoring you or whatever, and they're intentionally trying to do something with an aim to impact you directly, oftentimes people are thinking, oh man, I hope I don't have a booger in my nose right now, or oh, I hope I don't say something stupid, or they're not even thinking about the present conversation at all. They might be thinking about something that happened before or something that's going to happen, or who knows what, or oh, my stomach hurts, or oh, I have so much gas, or whatever the case may be. But frequently people are thinking about their own problems and not really about you. And so that's kind of fun. And I really do like having my hair like this. First of all, I feel like it is unique and it's something that I've wanted to do, and it's kind of a personal expression. But also, stops me from treating myself too seriously or being too into the coolness of me, because I can't look at somebody seriously and not smile about it, especially if somebody makes a comment or something. So anyway, other than that, I just noticed that I have this tendency to just get this sinking feeling and feel like things are wrong or not going to work or whatever it is. And that happened today. I was shoe shopping with Joey. I was getting flip-flops, and Bella and Talia were at home, and I couldn't reach them on the phone. And all of a sudden I started thinking, oh no, we've been gone too long and they're going to be worried. And then when I come home, all these things are going to happen. When I came home, they were playing in their room and kind of wanted me to leave. And what is interesting about that is, again, I've known this for a long time, but it continues to be reiterated in my experience. The positive voice does not make you feel bad. It doesn't make you feel worried. It just motivates you in a positive way to do something. It just says, hey, you should do this. Hey, you should do that. It doesn't say, oh crap, bad things are going to happen because you did this thing. Or, oh crap, if you don't do this in 2 seconds, bad things are going to happen. No, if the positive voice in your head has any credibility and any ability to tell you if something bad is going to happen, it also would have the ability to tell you that that bad thing was going to happen with enough time for you to actually do something about it. So I guess the point is, it doesn't even matter if the voice in your head is true or not. The negative one isn't going to be, at least this is for me. Everybody has their own thing, but I truly believe that the negative voice in my head is not the one that is telling me that is giving me actionable advice. Or frankly, I'm doing this exercise to listen to the positive voice, and things have been going great. So I would just theorize that truth and light come from more the positive voice, not the negative voice. And regardless, you're going to be happier. It doesn't matter, because maybe there is no metaphysical thing, and maybe truth and light isn't really coming from anywhere. But you're going to be a lot happier if you're listening to the positive voice anyway. So that is it for now, and thank you for listening, and talk to you later. Bye.